going on, YouTube? Mike Vendetta here with Vendetta Prospecting. We got a package from a fellow community member on that board. Got our board of gold fam here. We got a package from Chef V Prospecting. There it is. Big boy. Let's open it up and give you a little bit of information as to what we got going on here today. So Chef V and the boys were up at the creek, and this is what they dug up. There's been about 0.3 grams of gold added to it from that trip itself. And a little something else too that was found while they're out digging. So why don't we open up this sack and get to the bottom of it. Let's dig it. Ah, the good old beans dirt. Looks very familiar. Things I've seen before. I'm gonna wash and rinse this bag out real quick, and I'll show you what we got in the pan. Got the bag all rinsed out. Seen this big old chunk in here. Looks like a piece of bedrock. Pretty cool. Pretty cool looking, bluish, greenish. Oh, something stuck in that little hole there. Oh yeah, that's definitely what I would assume is the bedrock that they're working. A couple chunks in here with it as well, like that. So we obviously have some really muddy material. And why don't we go ahead and rinse that mud off and get it a little bit cleaned up so we can see our beans and pan it out. We'll see what we got here at the bottom. All right, that's the material from rinsing the bag out. There's the material after we rinsed off all the mud. Got some quartz rocks in there, busted up bedrock. We'll pull this out by hand as we pan. So why don't I get to over here. I did that first pan, and as you can see, we've got some gold up here. But if you can't quite tell, there's some silver dots up there too. And a nice big old ball of that silvery looking metal, which is actually mercury. And let's see if you can zoom in real close on that. Oops. There's actually gold attached to it. Some amalgam. You can see it rolling around there. Maybe a little bit better there. So we've got some fun ahead of us. I'm gonna get this into a container and we'll continue processing this Garrett Super Sluice, but there's definitely some gold and mercury amalgam in here that we're gonna have a little bit of fun with. Oh yeah. Alrighty then, we are done panning that material, and let's dump it out. That was quite a lot of fun, I have to admit. With or without the mercury in there, I mean, I'm not bothered by that at all. But the gold was really fun. It's really interesting, like almost crystalline gold, and I don't know if that's from all the amalgam forming or that's just what the gold is in here. But we got one nice big ball of mercury, as you can see. There's another little piece to try to get those to come together. Yep, there we go. And there's gold in there, I can feel it. rolling around, and it's starting to get that textured surface. That heavily filled mercury, gold-filled mercury gets. You can kind of see there. So it is filling up with gold. There's other gold in the pan too. Piece of amalgam gold right there. Silvery looking. So what I think I'm gonna do next is finish cleaning up the black sands a little bit more and drop that in some nitric acid. Got most of the black sands cleaned off there, and I snuffered up the mercury. I'm gonna dry this and put the mercury with some distilled water and nitric acid as well as this, and we'll get it cleaned up. As you can see, I got a little ball of mercury down in the beaker with some water. There's also some gold down in there. I'm going to put some nitric acid in there, not very much, and let this thing boil. It'll dissolve the nitric acid and leave the gold behind. And we'll catch up with you when we're done with that. Pretty easy. All right, as you can see, right there, we got gold. We got no fumes, and we have gold back over there too. So I'm gonna turn the hot plate off, and I'll pour the nitric acid mercury nitrate solution off, decant it when it cools down, and we'll have our clean gold. That took very little time. There's the cleaned up gold. Haven't weighed it yet. Just dried it. Just text Chef. That was a lot of fun. The gold's drying, so. Come on. Boom! Oh, is there any more? No, no more gold. He said he put a third of a 0.3 in there. We got 0.41. Cleaned up. There's even a little bit of specie. It looks like some hard rock in there still, attached to the gold. Great recovery. Thanks very much. Now, if you guys liked this video and want to see more like it, make sure to like, subscribe to the channel, and share it out with some buddies if you like. I will leave a link to some of these Gold Fam members here, Chef V, JP Lonsenmore, and Benzo Gold, down in the description below. And what did we learn from this, this little session? Well, we learned that this mercury from this area definitely holds gold, more than what was originally thought. You know, something like 28% or maybe, 30% or so more. It was a tenth more than what Chef had added into there, more than he knew should be in there. So, the mercury does hold the gold. That's what the old timers used it for. And from what I understand, they have quite a bit of it. So we learned that there is some gold contained in it, and a little bit of refining. Got rid of the mercury off the gold with some nitric acid, and I got to see the beans patered again from North Carolina. So hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll catch you on another video. See you guys.